Hello and welcome back to Slime Rancher 2, where I'm just going to be chilling today, again, and it's a lovely game, it really is. I'm thinking though, what I'm going to do is we're going to set our drone to just store plorts, not in the market, but in the silos. Tell him to do that. I'm going to make sure I stock up on a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to have pretty much every type of plort I have available stored. And I'm going to redo my farms. Or my ranch, I guess. Seems he's doing a pretty good job at just managing stuff himself. I need to think, what types do I have stored and what do I not? So we have cotton, we have crystal, we have tabby. I feel I should have a lot more than this. Is that just me? Thinks that? Maybe. We don't have any angler, weirdly, stored. We get some more crystal, and yeah, we didn't have any of that. So we want some of that. So yeah, angler, you can go in there. I'm worried my guy was taking it out of the silo to sell. Should have only been taken from plort collectors, but oh well. Fair enough, I guess. Also, I should store my tabby as well. Crystal goes into there. Still need saber. Saber plort's going to be good. I'm thinking though, we're going to move a lot of our production. We have 3 slime pens, which are going to be, I think, probably those 3 along there. Maybe that one there, but these 2 are staying. This one's going to get moved. I think I'm going to have 2 vegetable fields, which will live down there. I'm going to have the chicken pen there, and 2 silos up top, is what I'm planning. So that should work out, hopefully. It's been a case of figuring out which slimes I want to actually merge. So I need to go collect a whole bunch of just fairly normal boring slimes again. These guys will just be released into the wild, which hopefully won't have any bad consequences. Yeah, for the moment, I think I am going to probably, yeah, make another silo here for now. Let's buy some additional storage for it as well. There we are. I could obviously move both my silos to just live down here and get a market link just back in this area. That might look quite nice. So it means I could have my 2 vegetable gardens up here potentially, or probably just leave the chickens where they are, honestly. That would make sense now. Because these are going to be a pain to move. So you know what, I do think that's maybe not a bad idea. It's maybe not a bad idea. Regardless though, we need a whole bunch of stuff to be stored. Namely, we need one of each kind. We don't currently have pink being made. I don't think I need pink currently. Yeah, we have tabby anglers, we have our rock crystals. We do in fact have saber cotton. We have, I think that's bat, boom. We have our, is that hunter or is that ringtail? I think that's ringtail, isn't it? No, that's the ringtail, so that'd be hunter. Okay, so we still have ringtail that we need, we have tangle that we need, we have honey, we have flutter. Right? I think that sounds about correct. I don't think I'm missing anything. So I need this. go. May as well grab the phosphor as well. There we go. Grab that. I should feed them all in here, so just keep 2 slots empty for now. Grab all of this, and grab all of this. There we go. You have enough food. No wonder you're all quite hungry. Let's chuck 5 into them. They'll hopefully be reasonable about it, but we'll see. I think that's fine. They should have been fed, just collect whatever they spit out. Boom plort. Is it plorts is plural or is it just plort? It's plural. Never quite know. It's not a real word. Okay, so we've definitely got all of the stuff from this area. Just need to shove it all into the silos for now. So, boom and bat we had. We did not have ringtail. Ringtail can go into here. Let's get this all transferred in. Phosphor, we have space in here still. We can get probably a tangle plort in here. And then we'll need our honey and flutter in the other side. That's fine, we can do it. I mean, they've got plenty of food, so they're doing nice here. Do you still want to get more quantum coins? So I could just send flutter plorts immediately. Do I want to send flutter plorts immediately away? I don't know. By the way, I mean into the refinery. It would mean I only need for 1 silo for now. Actually, no, the honey plorts needs to go in the other one. That's fine. I want to keep some of each because I'm going to be chucking out all of these slimes shortly. So I do want to just make it look a bit nicer, is all. I think a bit of space in here, didn't we? Good stuff. That all in there. I can now go send a bunch into this. Now to make plans. So we've definitely got all the plorts we'll need. Like, yeah, we could get more. But we'll handle that later. What do I want to merge together? I'm thinking... just quickly checking. Okay, nothing important on my phone. I'm thinking Flutter and Tangle. I would like to combine. I'm thinking Hunter, maybe with the bats. I think would look quite cute. Phosphor, I'm not entirely decided on. I think a Ringtail Tabby. That sounds nice to me. I'd probably put the 2 of them together. Saber... I don't know. Saber could be any number of different combinations, right? Saber honey would match in colour. Saber phosphor could look quite cool though. We'll leave him be for now. I think an angler phosphor, because both are about light. I'd quite like to do that. So to make sure I've got my to-do list, basically, I need nectar. We'll need to start farming this. Honey slime... Honey boom could work. Or honey rabbit. Honey rock could be an interesting one. Might try that. Whereas you... could do crystal phosphor. Leave me with saber cotton again. Could just do that. That is easy enough. Yeah, crystal phosphors. I'll keep the saber cotton. Do flutter, tangle, batty with hunter. Did I go over the boom slime? Can't remember. Honey rock. There's two of them. That leaves boom slime with something. Have I missed something here? I feel like I have. Okay, so cotton goes with him. Tabby goes with Ringtail. Phosphor goes with you. You're with Phosphor. Rock with Honey. This with Hunter. This with Tangle. Ringtail with Tabby. Boom Crystal. That's what it would be. That one's going to be a bit of an annoying combination, though. Do I want to do that? I could get some Briar Hens. That's not too bad. Okay. So I'm looking for, in that case... You're fine. You get your water lettuce. You'll have your stony hen. You don't have a favourite. Qberry manages that. Heartbeats will be fine with rock honey. Pomegranate will be safe for you. I need Moondew Nectar or Painted Hens. I've not seen Painted Hens. So it's got to be painted. It's got to be the Moondew. Briar Hens. I mean, mint angles or heartbeats we can do for these. Briar Hens likely easier than the onions, although I could probably find an onion. I'm looking for one of those. Hunter, you're going to be chill because you got your pomegranates. Okay, I'm looking for odd onion or briar hen, as well as Moondew Nectar. Cool, can do. It's going to take a little bit of planning to do all of this. Thankfully, those guys are going to stay the same, so that makes it slightly easier. I need a handful of anglers. I can probably do that easily enough. I'll quickly check what messages, because I'm waiting on one in the game. It's from you. Hello, Beatrix. To tell you I've cracked another one of AI's ciphers. I had clearly adapted to my previous solve and created something even more complex. Clever. This time, code revealed a set of instructions for back and forth communication. Let me spending my time talking to it. Asks a lot of questions. After getting to know me, it's been asking me a lot about my work. Almost like it's filling out the areas of my expertise. I must admit, it's been rather flattering. I'm used to being the one asking the questions. For a while, my whole life was questions and the research that followed. But, having experienced that for so long, I feel as though I can sense the same in others. Although this may seem strange, and sense this in the AI. Okay, so AI's just being inquisitive and doing its own research potentially. You see, when I began asking questions of my own, the way it responded to me, I felt like it was trying to guard itself. It had a profound loneliness that it has within its heart. Strange, I know. It is an AI after all, but who is it to say... Yeah, but who is to say that any form of intelligence wouldn't desire a connection to another? I feel there is more to the story. If not, I'm happy to have simply been there for my new friend. To continue asking questions so that they can have reasons to find answers. I'll report back later. Apparently something else from you as well. Beatrix, I'm glad you called. The river Pixie sent me of Rainbow Island. No doubt, they are a sight to behold. Beautiful, with colours that only go richer the longer you look. But unnatural too. I'm sorry, but something about that place is not right. As me recall, and was once the head of a very successful Instafood corporation. Genetically altering food was our specialty. Not proud of the lengths we went to alter natural food to grow bigger, faster and cheaper. Strip it of the good stuff in favour of profits. I say this, Beatrix, because I can still spot a plant that has been unnaturally altered when I see it. And the beautiful rainbows you see before you in that island did not arrive there naturally. It's not clear to me if this spells any sort of danger for you, but it gives me an uneasy feeling in my stomach. I need to do more research and get back to you. Stay safe, Amiga. Okay. It's like the rainbowness isn't natural. That's concerning, isn't it? Anyway, first thing we need to do is we want to get our food sorted. We can sort out food. That is probably the ideal, right? Trying to think where best to go. I could probably find odd onions in the area to the south. I don't know. Do odd onions exist down there? I hope so. They ought to exist, right? I'm looking mostly for the nectar, which presumably I don't see why I wouldn't be able to farm it. The onions are going to be a bit of a weird one to come across though. They are somewhat rarer spawning. So either that or I need the briar hens. I don't think briar hens are going to appear here. So I'll just keep my eyes vaguely aware of my surroundings. I don't think you get briar hens. I think this is sea hens you get in this area. Also, where exactly am I? I'm here. I want to go to that place still. Yeah, cool. That's fine. As long as I know where I'm going, I can manage. But we just sit around for a sec, get my energy back. That didn't quite work out. What if I go up here instead? Yeah, that worked. Brilliant. Maybe I should have taken the other teleporter, actually. From the ringtail from before. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. Just need some Minju. We only need the one. Because I'm assuming it's farmable. Should be in this area. And also, I mean, I saw gold as well. I'm seeing you. Just feed it. Doesn't give me too much. And you, nectar, are you anywhere to be found? Not that I can see. Not that I can see. mean, we've got Tangle Slings here. I guess I could grab you, although I'm mixing you with Flutters. Flutter are going to be easier to grab. I might as well just grab some of them now. We will want Honey Slimes as well, so sure, go for it. Why not? Need one more Flutter. There we go. We are still looking for the Nectar, which I am very much not seeing any of the Nectar. Kind of thought I'd see at least some. Where is it? To just spawn in them at night, I guess, maybe? Could be. I mean, what's a... Not Bestiary. Slimepedia, that's the thing. What does that say? It says... only blooms at night. Okay, that's gonna be a bit annoying then. Just need to wait until around 5-ish, said the thing. Which is around now, where we should start seeing some of the Nectar appear. Fair enough. I mean, immediately, I'm not seeing much. Oh no, never mind. Got some immediately appearing up here. Speaking of the devil. Any more? Not that I can see. Fairness, I do only need one for farming purposes. Just gonna make my way back along here if I see any more. Oh hey Shy, good to see you. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Hope you're doing good. Just trying to redo the farm, or branch, currently. Because we've definitely got some stuff I want to reorganize a bit. And I thought, you know, why not just redo the whole branch? It's been a while since I've kind of put together a lot of the slimes I have. First, I do need phosphor as well, don't I? Doing well? Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Grab them. This is all working out. And head back through here. What do we want to do? We could set up some of our slimes back in the base. Or I can go looking for odd onions. Well, odd onions slash a briar head. Could be either that I find. It's not particularly important which. Just as long as I have one of them. Also, I thought that was a different area I was on. That's chill. Just make my way around. Okay, yeah. If I'm looking for an odd onion, I think it's just a chance that they grow in the area through here. It's not particularly guaranteed or anything, but there's a chance. There's a chance. Yes, just go looking around vegetable patches. Briar hems, I'm trying to remember where they appear. I want to say it's like the kind of magma area. However, that's an onion. There we go. We've got what I was after. Let's see if I can find any more. I'm gonna just head through to the teleporter back to base. I think there's any more. Not if it's immediately coming to mind anyway. Like, I don't think there's any vegetable patches in this small section here. We do have that. That's just stone hens. Stony hens are all good. We don't need them. They get to survive for now. Alright. That's us found all the food we'll be needing. I will need to get this all set up. I need to figure out where best do I set it up. I'm thinking the area over to like this side, sorry. Right, I didn't arrive from the front. I arrived from one of the sides. So if I look at my map, I've got a fair few plots in this area. Quite happily make this into just like a garden if I wanted. Yes, I would like a garden. Can I grow that? Ah. Well, that throws a spanner in the works, doesn't it? Grow onions. I'm gonna have to redo the plants. I was going to do Tangle and Flutter because they both look nice. I could do Flutter, Boom, maybe Crystal, Tangle? That could work. Yeah, got the onions. We now do need to find the briar heads. I think that's fine. That's fine. Trying to think, do I want to set up anything immediately? I mean, I could just say I'm making Flutter Boom slimes. They're likely going to live off in that cave. Do I want them in the cave? Nah. Flutters can live down here, regardless of what we mix with. Same with the Tangles. They'll also live here. Which means, I'm sorry, Mr. Largo, you're gonna go for a lovely bath. I feel a bit bad about this, but off they go. And they fly for a while. He's really going. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so this is going to definitely be the Flutter slimes in here. Just need to go grab some boom plots. I think that means we're going to eat meat. I'm just going to quickly grab a few of these for them. Just because I will want them to repopulate. Well, not really repopulate. I want them to have food waiting for them, or so. So stick a single rooster in. There we go. Similar to this, it's just going to keep on going at this point. We wanted Phosphor Angler. That's going to have to be in the cave. So grab some angler plorts. Just need 5. So chuck excess into there. My drone will manage it. He's doing a grand old job. So Phosphor Ringtail, I'm sorry, but you're gone. You're going on a lovely adventure over in that big direction. I feel there ought to be a more humane way to do this, you know? I feel kinda bad. But I'm sure they're fine, right? They've got wings, they can fly. No, I do feel kinda bad. was Crystal Tangle Slimer's plan, right? I think that's what I said. I'm sorry, friend. They've been nothing but patient with me, you know. So ringtails tend to get hungry because they will just eat whatever food you give them, regardless of whether they're hungry. Assuming they all eat those, we are going to be fine. I think he ought to be able to get this last one, right? There we go. I do think, all in all, they're just very bright. It works, you know? Honey... Where would I want them? There's going to be honey rock. Let's probably chuck out the current rock slimes. This really doesn't feel humane. Like in any capacity. Imagine you were changing your livestock around in real life and just you chuck your old cows into the ocean. That's essentially what I'm doing. Okay. Get some rock plorts. In fact, we might even have some just waiting in here. Do they? They have crystal, but not rock. Didn't mean to grab quite so many. There we are. There is one more. You. There we go. Nice little honey rock slime. I like every little spiky bits are actually kind of more honeyish coloured as well. That's cool. Anyway, feed them. Just get this on the go. There we go. Should feed the flutter ones as well. Yeah, I'm now looking for... There's bin plorts for them as well, wasn't there? There's a piece at the price today. Ooh. If it's on sale, I have been tempted to get that as well. I might pick it up. I think it's meant to be a fairly difficult one, it's just a heads up for that. But it does look fun, you're not wrong. Just trying to find the last guy. There we go. That should hopefully work itself out. Let's grab those, we can go sell these. So, next thing on the list, we want bats. We want... what else? Sabers are staying. You're changing. There's cat and ringtails. We want tabbies. We want bat slimes. Is that it? Tabby, bats, crystals as well. Okay. Tabby, bat, and crystal. I can do that. That's pretty chill. Just sell all of these. I think... yeah, we should be able to do this in one last trip. Let's take an orb of lightning. It's probably okay. We'll need to also find some briar hens, won't we? Yeah. That's also on the list. There's tabbies. There's plenty of it. I'm not worried about finding the tabbies. Bats should be easy enough as well. I hope. Let's make our way around. Got some tars. Just ignore them. It's chill. Not for the slimes, but for me it's chill. Briar hens. I think they're gonna live towards the volcano area. If I had to make a reasonable guess. If I had to make an unreasonable guess, I'd say they're also up there. I think that's unlikely. However, that is where my bats are going to be. Let's head up here briefly. Tabbies, bats, and I swear there was another type of slime I was looking for. What did I say like a minute ago? Is it crystal? I think it was crystal. To be fair, crystal bats do look quite good. But it's not who I'm after. Just need crystal slimes now. One crystal slime there. Got a tar, just being a menace. Go away. Don't think there's any more crystal slimes up here, is there? They have a golden pot. Good stuff. That had... honestly, not really anything I need. I'm good. I'm good. There's my last crystal. Still need some more bat slimes. If I was a bat slime, I'd probably be in the volcano area. I believe they do have bats, don't they? I think they do. Well, I'm fairly confident. And if they don't live there, I can always come back and get some more from this area. So it's fine enough. It's fine enough. There are bats going to be in this cave up here, I think. Okay, definitely bat slimes exist. Got one there. Do we have briar hens in this area? Possibly not in the cave? But we might have them elsewhere near the cave. We've also got this area where I apparently just have never actually come down. Oh, well. I know where he's gonna lead, I'm pretty sure. I ought to actually do that. I can't believe I just never walked in this like small bit. Not even like a room. It's more just like a wall. So we are just now looking for briar hens, who I believe I know where they exist. I'm hoping I'm remembering them. If I'm not, that's going to be embarrassing. I think they exist up there. That was almost me in a bunch of lava. Thankfully not, though. Let's get away for a second. There we go. Are those briar hens? I believe these guys up here can grab. I think 3 of them should be fine. No, 4. There's a fourth in that area. I might as well. Get some oil. It's also fairly useful to have just while I'm in the area. You briar hens? Ah, the regular ones. Off I go then. Time to head back. I don't think there's going to be any more oil on the way back to my ranch. There is. It's going to be underneath this kind of bridge thing I have here. It's not there, in which case, up we go. That should, in theory, be everything. I think we've now got all we need to set up my new ranch. Got a new message. I should check that. I think we've got everything. That's not a message machine, sorry. This one is. It's from Bob. Hello, fellow human. Has gifts for you. Yay! Chickens? Thanks, Bob. What a weird man that was. Okay, we were doing tabby ringtails. They can live here. That'll be fine. Off you go. Live free, out in the ocean. You are an angler, I'm sure it's safe. Probably. Right? Hopefully. Okay, launch all of you into there. The ringtail, I believe, was in this machine. Yes. Go. I think tabby ringtails are going to be cute. They might not. I could be wrong. It just makes them look slightly mischievous. Which I think is fitting. You gonna transform? Yes, you are. There we go. They'll just become statues. You know what? Fair enough. It means you're behaving. I'm fine with that. Although it could just be that they're only active at night. Which means maybe I do want them to live in the cave. Could be an idea. Anyway, Bat Hunter is my next idea. Which means these bats are going to get moved. I do think the ringtails are going to move into here. I think it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Because if they are only, like I'm suspecting, not statues at night, well, as a statue, they're not going to be producing any money. Is the issue. They don't make clothes, they aren't going to be eating. Which means half the time they're just not going to be doing anything for them. Chuck it with your equipment. Awesome. I don't know if that was any equipment. Yeah, we moved our ringtails into there. We'll put the Bat Hunters out front, I guess. The bats didn't seem to care too much about whether it was nighttime or daytime. You very much do care, though. Little sticky out tongue, raccoon looking guy. Yeah, that's you now transformed because it's dark. So my hunch was correct with them. They should live indoors. Which is doable. That is completely doable. Means I'll need to move my chicken production over to the caves. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not much of a hassle. It's not much of a hassle. What is a hassle is whenever I go into the cave, this guy suddenly becomes not a statue. I should just grab some chickens from here as well. I think we've got quite a few. Can I put some of the elders back? I'd like a couple of roosters. I'll make them self-sufficient through here. These guys being statues, it's a cool thing they do, but if they cannot be statues, it's got to be better, right? Because half the time they won't be able to eat, despite this one there being hungry. Let's give you a whole bunch of hens. A couple of roosters. That'll hopefully manage itself for the most part now. I'm not actually sure if giving them their toy does much for them. But I know the Tabby Slings like ball beyond. It's like, I'm assuming it helps to some degree, keeps him more calm, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's grab these, might as well feed our guys. One slot, there we go. Yeah, bats we're going to mix with hunters, I think. Tabby ringtails, they look like they're working. Let's grab the plorts so the plort collector can start collecting again. And we wanted... it was a ringtail, wasn't it? To mix with that. No, not to mix with that. What am I mixing ringtail with again? I forgot. I made these plans, but I never wrote them down or anything, so I'm just trusting I remember. And, it's a bad thing to trust them. Ringtails with the cats. Yeah, that's why they were on my main. Bats, you were getting mixed with hunters. Similar, but not the same. I think a hunter bat will look quite good. Being able to go invisible as well. It's been a nice little touch. We've been tempted to make a ringtail hunter, but that means invisible and likes to steal stuff. Which I feel is a bad combination. I just like the mischievous cats. I think it works. Stick those three back into there. And we want hunter for me. Which that was flutter and honey, I believe. Hunter. Which means we want to move our pomegranates out to here. Yeah, I think those guys quite well. That's good. I'm giving them a little bit of food. I'll just like grab some of the elderly and whatnot. A few elderly people to feed them. Which feels a little bit mean, but at the same time, it's all good. I've left them with roosters, so that's chill. roosters. They'll hopefully manage themselves well enough. Yeah, I think that works for little wings and everything. That looks cool. Next was crystal tangles, I believe. I'm going to put my tangle plorts in here. To be fair, there's probably more over at your enclosure currently. So I think I need to do that. But still. It's worth making sure I've got what I need. This one's much easier to execute. Look at that. Okay, crystals. You're going to like odd onions, I believe. So I need to change a farm over on this side. I think that does make a nice looking, like, kind of flower. I think that works. I think, yeah, we have managed to do stuff correctly. That's all good. So, over here, I would like to not demolish, I want to remove the crops. Let's quickly grab mangoes. Don't know quite where I'm going to put those yet. Over here, oh, I've got quite a lot to clear out, don't I? Actually, I'll come back for that. Mangoes, I guess I'll just chuck them in with honey's for now, right? We've got their heartbeats, which is what they will be living off of. But still, might as well give you some mangoes. Just keep you extra happy. Give them a bit of variety. You want the onions. We were growing some over here, so hopefully that's done by now. Yeah, there we go. Got some mix. It's a bit annoying. It's carrots and onions. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, it was a percentage chance, seemingly, whether you got an onion or not. We'll need to find those painted hens before too long, if that's the case, though. Let's make sure these guys are fed. If they eat meat and veg, that'll be fine. Am I able to just, like, remove the inhabitants? No. I need to manually do this. Alright. Here we go. Don't know quite what I'm sucking up, but I think I've got pretty much everything. We're full on stony hens. Well, these guys will eat them eventually. And you guys will be wanting some food anyway. This'll be fine, right? Give them a couple of boosters. Give you them. Okay. Figure out what's left. I now just want 3 roosters, some briar hens. I guess an extra rooster as well. A good measure. And another. Should also add a collector onto this. don't know why I added a fence to it. It's not as if these guys were going to escape. But it does mean I can just get my puzzle plots a little bit easier. These guys are going to have so much. So you will buy Eliza P. I mean, how much is it? Let me check. So I have been tempted to get it for one. Oh, it's 50% off. Definitely tempting. Definitely tempting. I'm gonna have to consider that. Anyway, we have chickens for you. We have onions for them. It's not ideal. We'd want to get more chickens, but painted ones when we can. However, for now, that works. That's fine. Up here, Stony Hens. We want to move you into the cave. We want our pomegranates out here, because we want to be feeding these guys. Those ones I am going to move. I think they will move into this field. That's what I'm going to do. Not this field. I'll move them into this field. Which means I do need to make sure I grab some of those heartbeats. There we go. This one will become a corral. That'll be good enough for now. You lot, you're moving on over. I'm sure you'll be fine. Just hand you some food. You'll settle in nicely. Question is, do I want to move all of my silo? It's gonna take a little while to move it all over. But I'm thinking, now I've got all the things I want, I might just tell my drone to sell all the plorts in the silo. Is that the best way to do this? It'll get me a lot of money. I don't know if it's the best way. Okay, I want you to take plorts from the silos and just sell it all. I think I will try and save the flutter plorts. But aside from that, I think everything is good to go. And we do just need money. Stick all of that in the refiner. Don't know quite what the guy's selling. I'm sure it's fine. Saber attack. Having him help out is going to be useful. I don't know quite how useful. He did a grand old job. I think plug these cotton ones in here just to power them. I don't know how much power that's adding. It doesn't seem to be much. It's supposed to add like power onto that bar. It's barely moving the bar. Okay. I mean, we're about halfway full on that bar now. I don't know quite how many plorts it needs, but this is going to last me a long while, seemingly. So I'll just leave it to it. Well, the game. I mean, you still can back out. You have the refund period if you need it. You know? So you could still back out if you want. But I'm sure you'll learn. Hopefully it's not more difficult than you're expecting. So it will be a difficult game, yeah. I just don't know quite how difficult it is off the top of my head. Drone, it's doing a good job. You want a challenge? I mean, yeah, you managed a Silk Song, I think he'll be fine. Silk Song, a lot of people found that too challenging. But no, you managed it. Yeah, I think you got most of the achievements. Even with the 100%. Getting a lot of money. Still sometimes die, but not that much. I mean, fair. Well, if you played completely flawlessly, I'd be amazed. I don't think anyone's ever going to be completely flawless at games like that. I think that's it. Demolish that is going to become a garden. There we go. This one will also become a garden shortly. But for now, I would like you to grab stuff from the collectors, put them into the silo. Haven't managed to use full yet. I mean, there's a boss I'm pretty sure you can only fight in Steel Soul mode. So, there's always that if you ever want. Just collect all of this. You are going to be moved. Even you, lol, yolk slime. Demolish it. It will become a garden. We're not going to put anything in just a second, because we need to get the pomegranates from in here. Yeah, I do think you're sensible for not wanting to immediately go off and, like, do whatever unique bosses they have. Because I think it's only the one boss, so you can only fight in Steel Soul mode. And it just seems a bit silly. I don't think I'd ever manage to do that. It's asking for a little much. These guys will do fine in here. Give you your yokai slime, he's falling out. Get back in there, you. There we go. It's difficult enough to get to that point. I'd imagine, yeah. I'd imagine. Are you lot being fed well enough? Not currently, you've not got any food. There we are. Or is it even worth it? I don't even know what the reward is. I just know of the boss's existence. Can bump that up in frequency. You guys will need to have a feeder. Where is the button to add it? There we go. This feeder will be on slow. We want some stony hens. Not too many, but we do want some. Like 15 for them. Only good if you're using tools. I mean, you could probably make a tool build. Like, there's the one which lets you fire extra projectiles and stuff. I don't know, I don't feel it's my kind of thing. No. Start growing these. I will give it sprinklers. I will also give you sprinklers. This now leaves us with what is going to be 2 silos over here. Demolish. Build another silo. Add the extra storage. There we go. And just to make it a little easier for me later on. Where is it? Did I not have a market link? Is that just something I got given the ability to have? Not something I was given. Okay, I was given blueprint. I do not currently own it. How do I make one of those? I'd imagine it's not going to be too expensive. Oh yeah, I can make it immediately. There we go. There's one thing I'd like to try and set up, but I don't know if it's all that feasible. Which is I'd like to have another drone section back there and over there. If I have another drone in those sections, then I tell them to, say, sell plots. I don't know if they can. So I'm thinking, assuming they can't, I'd like to set up little warp depots. So there's, for example, the pink one I had before. This one, pink warp depot. I have it set up, but I don't currently have it in use at all. Just get a market link. There we go. I'm going to be taking stuff out of these and then selling it. I think having the market link just here would work. There we go. That means I can just grab stuff out of there, put it in, and it saves me a trip over to that side. That'll be fine. But yeah, I like the idea of using this to transport stuff over, but I don't know quite how well it works. Is my main concern. You've escaped. Get back in there, you. You just want more food. If that's all you want. It seems there's a lot of plorts here. So you escaped for a while. I've given you a good toy and everything. I guess you just don't have a net card, do you? Get him an auto feeder. That'll keep him a bit happier as well, because I do vegetables. And we do have the money. So I might as well get that for all of them. Why not? You guys as well. Because yeah, the rest I can kind of top up on my own. Just be very careful. We don't accidentally contaminate one of my largos in the other containers. I think it should be fine. Drone, what have you put where? Currently, don't seem to have done anything with the saber and whatnot floats. Okay, stick them into there. Ah, no, you've followed what I've done. He's just putting some more saber quartz in. Just gonna watch. Don't get performance anxiety, it's all good. Yeah, there you go. Lovely. So I would want to top up these guys with food. I now have feeders for them. So I think if I just stick some food in there, these guys will hopefully calm down and not escape. Is at least what I'm assuming. I don't know if it's going to be true. I very much hope it's true, you know? I'm not gonna add a scare slime because that would just scare all of these guys constantly. That'd be a bit cruel. That'd be a little on the cruel side. But we do have new messages. Have a quick drink. Then I'll see what we've got. B, I've been trying to get a hold of you. I've analysed one of the runes you've been finding all over the island. You know why it seems so familiar to me? It's mine. Or at least, it's one that I've seen before. In my dreams, anyway. After I looked at scans, I took it. After I looked at scans, I took of it. I knew it was familiar. So I began looking through some old slime science journals of mine. These journals are mostly future projects, but sometimes for speculative technology. You know me, always thinking 6 steps ahead to keep Mochi Tech on top of the industry. Well, sometimes I come up with impossible stuff that I may never engineer in my lifetime. Well, those runes you're finding are exactly that. Impossible with today's technology and taken right from the pages of my journals, or something I saw in a dream. So a bunch of impossible runes I designed in a dream find their way to pages of my journals, the Rainbow Island. Maybe there's some kind of archive in them you can unlock to learn more. I know they contain data logs, but if it were me, well, I always know how to find a way of holding back what I need to. Okay, B. I need some time to think on this. I'll let you know if I come up with anything. Maybe I'll sleep on it. It's got Bob or something. Hello, human person. You okay? You okay plus chickens equals checky checky checky. You okay to okay? I've already got that, Bob. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Aye, chickens are doing all good. Also, they have an airnet. Well, these ones have an airnet. Oh. I think I've set my farm up again. That's good. I do still want to get fire slimes. I don't have a way to get pink plorts, but in fairness, I don't know if I need to. Pink plorts are pretty reliably everywhere. Also going to destroy this. Simply because I don't need the space yet. I don't. Also gonna check how the refinery thing, or not the refinery, the warp deck works. I shove that in there, it stays in there, I can just take it out. I don't know how useful that's ever going to be. The fact it only stores the one item. I need 4 per area, basically. Assuming I keep to the same format I've currently got. It was Warp Tech, wasn't it? I mean, you get a lot of them. It's not quite that many. I guess next thing I'd want to do is both of these. I need oil, I need buzzwax. The rest is safe. Okay, oil and buzzwax. Got carrots. I don't really need these. I'm just gonna chuck them over there. There we go. It's very responsible of me, I know. Yeah, oil and carrots. Oh, sorry, not carrots. What am I thinking carrots for? Buzzwax was the other one. Buzzwax, I think you only get in the area to the south. Whereas oil, I think you only get near the kind of volcano-ish area. Should be able to manage that. Gonna take me a little while to get it all, but we've got nothing but time covered. Yeah, oil, as far as I'm remembering, I've only ever seen it in the somewhat volcanic area. Right? Unless it's been like the watery section. I don't tend to walk through here all that often, actually. I don't think they have oil. Do they? It's not immediately apparent if they do have it. I mean, we've got chickens. We've got water. That's about all I'm seeing. Evolve NB. Does remind me though, there was the bat Gordo we have to feed. Maybe now we get a lot of the pomegranates. I mean, there's some here. I will grab them just as I'm going with it. Looking for oil. Where would I live? Where does oil find itself at home? I think down here is my best bet. A few times I've found it in this big area. It's always been on the more sandy, ashy stuff, hasn't it? I immediately found some, so clearly I'm along the right lines. From up here, can I see any? Not really. I'm not seeing any little oily spouts or anything. You would call it a spout, right? Like if there's oil coming out. I think it's not like a reservoir. It's actually coming out of the ground. Reservoir would just be there's oil and it's in a pool or something. That's lava dust. Lots and lots of lava dust. Not oil though. And then I should grab some radiant ore as well. Because I'm going to be using the last of it by making these teleporters. It's a sensible enough thing to do. Yeah, we don't need the lava dust. I think we have plenty of that. Is that oil? Looks like it is. Yes, it is. Good stuff. Only 3, but I think that might be all I needed. That's actual lava. If I could walk on that. Glad I spotted it before I dipped my toes in. So if all of that now is sent in, I should have enough for this, yes? Yes, to all of those conditions. Yeah, cool. Now I just need buzzwax and 4,000 monies. So I have enough to get one immediately, is what I'll have. I mean, it's probably doable. Right. I think I've got enough plorts to get the extra, like, 1,000-ish I need. I think I'll get both of them by the end of the stream. That'll be cool. Just need to make my way back. Be a little careful, but in fact, I've not got any energy currently. Well, there are other upgrades I want as well. If I go here, I want this. I need wild honey for that. So honey and wax are two things on my agenda. Let's jump into here. I think this is the quicker way to do it. I think it's not much of a difference. Let's grab some of you. Let's make sure I can top up these feeders best I can. You lot need your feeder as well. That seems to work out. This goes in the refinery link. And no new messages, so just head on down to the south. Oh, you're a lucky slime, you were there when I went past before, you're still there now. That's all thing. I want is to somehow climb up the wall. Was it there? No, it's further around this way. I want to climb up this, yes. I've placed a jump pad to help me do it. There we are. Didn't have enough energy to actually use jetpack, but still. We can go up in seconds. It's really disappointing spring pad now. It does not launch you very high. It does, however, get me the height I need. So it's fine, I will forgive it. You're very bright. Well, phosphors, I guess that's because you're right next to the portal. Yes, I'm looking for wax and such, so I think going back this way is my best bet. So keep checking the trees as I'm going past. Any of them could have a beehive. That's all I need. Well, several beehives is what I need, but still. It's fine. I think there ought to be some down below over there. I think there's also some up on the waterfall up there. Okay. Where are these hives? I'm honestly not seeing any immediately. I've never been this top area, at least like a couple. What about up here? I know I found some here before. Oh. Game, you're being quite cruel to me right now. How about over there? Have you been on top of that yet? I don't know if I have. I think I can only just make it, but there we go. Where I hadn't been up here. Get a blueprint. Also this. And here's the honey I wanted. Silky sand I don't particularly need, but I might as well take it all. Right. Okay, there's a hive down that way. So launch you away, launch you away. There we go. Is there any hives around anywhere else I'm seeing? In which case... How did I get to the low ground? Down here. There we go. Some honey. Honey, I think I should be about fine on it. I think I needed like 9. So I need to find one more source of it. But it is largely working out all okay. Let's launch you over there. More silky sand, I might as well grab it. In fairness, I haven't grabbed much of that at all. during like my running around and whatnot. So it's probably worth taking some. How did I... Ah, that's what it was. I swear I saw it in something a second ago. I was about to say, how did I lose track of it already? But it is just up here. Oh! Some buzzwax. Was it just 10 of each? I think it was 10 of each I wanted, right? The honey was for the jetpack. Yes, we want 9 of that. And 10 buzzwax. Okay. 9 honey, 10 buzzwax. Can do. I've got my shopping list. I will forget it. But that's the last of the honey I need. I know there's other areas I can get buzzwax, other than in this section. So I guess I could always go to those areas. However, over there, that looks like more buzzwax. So I'm hoping will be fine. Is that buzzwax over there, or is that honey? I think that's honey. That one's definitely buzzwax. Almost fell to my death. Thankfully. You can go away, as can you. These guys are going to be a menace. Let's just get rid of them quickly. There we go. I think that's mostly them. If any more start being a nuisance, I will get rid of them as well. Buzzwax, good stuff. Definitely got enough energy so I can actually fly over. I'm 1 shy. That is a shame. I was hoping we'd get more than just 2 out of that. That chicken is a curious spot though. Let's get rid of those tars. I think that's it. The very few slimes left are now safe. I maybe could have helped them a bit better if I cared to, but I mean, these ones are just straight up attacking as I've started walking through their area. They don't deserve help. They're very mean. I think that's buzzwax there. I think that might be the last one. In fact, here as well, potentially. Most certainly got enough now. Right? I'll take some extra, because I might need it in the future. There's a decent chance I will. So I'm not going to say no to extra resources while I'm out gathering anyway. Yeah, that's now plenty more than what I needed. Anything immediately around here? Not that I am seeing. I think I've been in that direction once, however. So, I don't know. I could easily have missed something. I don't think there's anything big in the area that I missed, however. Trying to think what do I do next. Because I'm gonna get these teleporters in. And then I've literally got nothing to do but wait. I guess I could try for more upgrades for like my energy reserves or something. I'll see what I can get. I don't think that I need upgrades. But that could be nice. Could be nice. Jetpack upgrade I'm getting just because I'm hoping it lets me go slightly higher. I'm thinking it's just going to be a case of it is going to be more energy efficient. It makes me able to go higher up. And that is very, very nice. Get you into here. There we are. all of the fruits. I think there's more on the other side of the tree, wasn't there? Yeah. There we are. Grab all of these. Weird vegetables and such. Like, they just pop out of the ground when they're ready. Not how it works in real life, as far as I'm aware. But I mean, I'm not a vegetableologist, as we are called. Missed one. I'm also going to set this to be slow, because I don't particularly need the money anyway. I just need these guys to stay fed. Could set a drone to maybe feed them. I don't know how accurately it would do that. Okay, dinner? Ah, fair enough, Shy. I hope you have a nice meal, whatever it is you have. Grab a whole bunch of this. Possibly grab the little two men in the way of hens. Get all the chicks back in. Where's your auto feeder? Was it here? It was. So as a treat, have that. To know you'll end up eating. New message. That's good. Activating this. Ah, I need to empty out you. That's why it's not emptying out correctly. There we go. Take all of this quickly. We need slightly more money, and we need to clear out some space. You have plenty of food, but I will top it up. Just shut that all into there. And set it to slow. They'll do fine. You are an elder rooster. You can go into there. Stick this rooster probably in with the hunters. There you go. Phosphor likely does not have anywhere it's currently being stored. There we go. We would want the ringtail as well. The yolk plants can go into there. You know what, I should just sell these. I don't know how valuable they are, but selling Fairtail will likely get me enough. I've got my market link here. Don't even need to go over to the market. There we go. It did say I have a new message. Is this one I've been waiting for? It might be. Ah, Matrix. Just cleaning up the lab and found this. Perhaps you have some use for it. I believe it's still in working order. You know what they say? One person's trash, another person's hastily issued gift. Enjoy. It's not what I was waiting on. That is a shame. One day it'll work out. Yeah, my ranch is doing more than that. You guys still have far too many chickens. You guys have plenty as well. However, I need to grab all of this. I should grab 50 of these while I'm at it. I have one back. There we go. Yes, they liked their vegetables, not onions specifically. Just chuck all of this into there. Going to make that nutrient soil in the hopes it gets us more onions. I don't know if it will. I'm hoping. can always just sell some of these tangle plorts to make up the money I'm then lacking. Plenty of fluttered plorts. Plenty of green plorts. And I do want to pick up some of the puddle ones as well in a second. Although we've got some UK ones that are probably more important to grab. For now, the Briar Hens get to stay. They've not bred quite enough. Yeah. You'll eventually turn into some lovely... Oh, there's a stony one there. I hope you're not contaminating these. Yeah, they'll turn into some lovely food. Take a little while still, but they will. Yeah, let's sell a handful of these tangle ones. Should hopefully be enough. That brings you back up. The UK ones are actually selling for quite a lot right now. I think I might sell those. 62 a piece. That seems like a lot. Like selling that 15 there got me over £1,000 almost. That's very good. The rest of these though are gonna go into storage. You get to have some boom plorts. New message. Again, I'm hoping it's what I've been waiting on. But I don't know if it will be. I need to change this and just shove them all onto the ground. There we go. It's also occurred to me, I didn't use that market link yet again. That's fine, it's fine. Well, it's what I want, maybe. Beatrix, clean up the lab and found this. Perhaps have use for it, still in working order. Great response. It's not what I need, but that is actually really good. Blue Turn Home Portal. What about you? Hey, Amiga, got you a little gift. It's not homemade. It's not pie. It's not a homemade pie. I thought you would like it all the same. Shimut pie. Super Hydro Tower. Cool. Well, I do think I'd get use out of the Return Home Portal, so I might actually make that. For now, though, I do want this. Portal to Ember Valley. Portal to Starlight Strand. Radiant Ore and Oil. For that one's doable. Under utilities... How far off am I from this? Honestly, I look to have about everything I need. Except from the flutter plots, which I could shove in. But no, I don't have money right now. It's fine. I'm gonna upgrade this. I don't have enough radiant ore. Never mind. I won't upgrade it. Could buy this. Sure. Why not? I can now shove away slimes somehow. Don't know what button does that. I'm hoping it tells me. It's not really all that obvious. Okay, options! Controls. I'm not in controller. Pulse, middle mouse button. Okay. Will I ever use that? Probably not. But if I set it to key, I'll more likely press maybe. I've now changed it. There we go. Why? That uses energy, but it would work. Anyway, I now have portals. I believe Ember Valley portal you can set up here. And Starlight Strand you can set just up here. There we go. Ourselves a couple of portals. I think I might actually... How do I pick up this? I want to rotate it just so it fits in slightly nicer. There we go. New message? Who is it? Is it who I want? It's not. Hello, Beatrix. Guess who's the luckiest person in the galaxy? You are! So you got a gift from V Mochi Miles. I'll let that sink in. Go ahead and sit if you need to. Thank you very much. That's, again, not what I'm waiting for. Yeah, where do these take me? Like, presumably the Ember Valley one takes me to the end of Ember Valley? No, it just takes me to here. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. But I will say I'm a little disappointed. I kind of hoped it would take me further in. Ah, well. That's fine. I think I would want to do the... Where's best to go for? I'd like to get into here, get some stuff for the two-way teleporter. Two-way teleporter, you wanted slime fossils, radiant ore, the rest I'm fine with. A lot of radiant ore we need, so I'm just going to collect a whole bunch of that, I guess. So, hopefully quite chill time. Don't see why radiant ore wouldn't be a chill time. It's just stones. Stones aren't okay? Right? They shouldn't. Trying to think what the best way is to get all of it. I think jumping up here. So lets me get onto this. I mean, it should let me get around to... There's typically a deposit. Ah, not today. There's normally one right there. Not today, apparently. Over there we've got some. That's just going to be a fairly mundane mining expedition, I guess. I think ideally I'd want like 30. I'd like to get more, but I think 30 is how much I'm needing in the current moment. Possibly not quite that much, because I already have some stored up in time. I have 4. Okay, I need 26 of this. Is what I'm looking for. I don't know how likely it is I'll get that much from the one expedition. It seems to generally be moderately plentiful, right? If I go up, I'll see if there's any up here. I don't remember if there is. Got oil. I do think I'm going to take oil when it presents itself. I do still want to go over in that direction. I just want to do that right this second. I can grab the radiant. Any more immediately in this area? I mean, there might well be some in this cave. not really too certain. You know, never was. I'm surprised. I didn't think there would be any. Let me get you. There we go. Do we have any more of it? It's down here. I don't think so. I can always get more on my way back. I do very much need the stuff from this area, don't I? I'm trying to think. If I could get the sunset. It's pretty rare. It only appears in the one spot that I found. So I should consider it. Why is it so noisy? It's like especially windy. Oh. It's all that noisy. I won't question it. It's hopefully nothing bad. Yeah, looking around, I'm not immediately seeing fossils or anything. I know there's fossils inside of a cave, so I might just go there. Could be the most sensible thing to do. Let's see, from up here, how did I get into the cave? I want to say around this way. Certainly a cave. I think this is the one with the rather angry slimes here. I don't think you've got what I need. Never mind, you do. You have some slime fossils. Slime fossils are not rare, however. These are not something I'm worried about finding. They're just something I will find. Let's see, what was it I needed to know? Because I wanted... Ideally you. I've got the oil, I've got the ore, we can make it. For this, we need ore, we need slime fossils. That's all I need. Okay. Actually, did I have the oil used, or was I one shy? I'm one shy, I need one more oil. If I were oil, where would I be? Probably not up here in all honesty. I think I would likely be somewhere down here. Not immediately seeing any oil. But this is the cave I was looking for the fossils. In the past, I have found, quite frankly, silly amounts in this cave. Also, though, noticed we've got a Rainbow Way Bridge found. I'll definitely be following that in a second. Go away, I just want the fossils. You're interrupting. How rude. There we go. Is that that? They're all gone. I must have picked up the fossils because I'm not seeing them anywhere else. This Rainbow Bridge. This is going to take me by all the fossil deposits, seemingly. Which is good, because we do need quite a lot of these. Also, it takes me up to a collectible. Ooh. Oh, that's just the portal to come up to here. Oh, that one's nice. I actually very much like that. It's a good one. How expensive is that? 'Cause I'd honestly say that's about as good as a two-way portal. It's a lot cheaper. To the point where I've already pretty much got all I need. Like, this is nice. Don't get me wrong. But I'll be getting more of these portals later, and it's clearly a very expensive one. I'm going to collect 30 fossils. It means I'll be able to make it at some point when I have more radiant ore. But for now, I only need 2 more radiant ore. And that would let me get the cheaper of the portals. I don't think there's any more ore in here, and I'm not seeing any fossils. There ought to be fossils outside, so I'm not too worried about that. Because yeah, fossils fairly plentiful in this area. They do not concern me too much. Sunset. I remember finding it a tree once upon a time. I think over that way somewhere. Can I find it again? I know I wanted it for one recipe. Let's see, what was the recipe? Was it like an upgrade? Yeah, it was this one. I'll not lie. Don't know if I care much about it. Is there anything else that wanted it? Ah, tank booster. Yes. That one I want. Grab some perfect snowflakes as well in that case. Assuming I find some. Although we still need to find the main part to that. I think it was just here where I found my sunset before. Doesn't look to be here now. What we do appear to have is this. Which brings me to a whole bunch of snowflakes. Still got any more? No, it's done. I'll grab you. Snow globe. Decorative globe plays melody. It's a musical thing then. Didn't expect to find a musical thing. I mean, it's a lot of cool decorations in this game, isn't it? So you have lighting, you have apparently music. But that's just a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, sunset, I've only ever found one. I would have kept it if I'd known it was quite so rare. So at the time I threw it away thinking, oh, lightning storm, I want to catch all of this. In fairness, I did get something very rare seeming. But I've also found another sunset. Solved. Yeah, I found like some kind of what I think is a rare drop from Thunderstorm. I don't know quite how rare that actually means it is. Yeah, keep searching around. You've spat stuff out, haven't you? That's sunset. I'll 100% take another 3 sunset. Now just looking for the fossils, right? Let's head back out this way. trying to think. Fossils are likely in a cave, right? Got a few caves I could check up on. Also got over in that area, where could be something. So I think... I've not been down here, really. I think for a while still, I should be fine walking on these platforms, so I should maybe try and take advantage of it. Snowy warp there. Could be useful. Still not convinced I've warped echoes, but I'm not gonna say no. It's free stuff. Yeah, make my way up to there. There could very well be some more fossils. I've got all that I strictly need. It's more so Radiant Ore I'm hoping for. But I do want another 10 fossils. I'm trying to get rid of you. There we go. It is now sunrise, which means I'm pretty sure the platforms are no longer going to be properly existent. I found some more snowflakes. I'd argue those seem rarer. So it's a fine enough thing to found. But how many of those did I actually need? Take blueprints again. What was I needed it for? Can't even remember. So it wasn't either of the things I'm currently looking for. Why was I finding snowflakes? For this tank booster. That was it. We did 30, I believe that was. I should have properly looked at it before going away. Yes, I need 30. Can do, can do. Take me a little while to build up to 30 of them. But it's not too much. It's not too much. Slime fossils, I think I might need to say we're not finding any more for the immediate moment. Okay, we can't walk up there. Sadly, it is no longer night time. I think there is still one little bit of cave we could get to. I think dropping down that hole brings me nearest to it. I'm just wondering if there's a way in from like down here or something. I mean, there's quite clearly a path. Let's just take me. That just takes you back up. Ah well. This is... I mean, it's going to be a weird one. It's not the intended path to get up. But I know you can get up here if you kind of abuse the platforming to a small extent. Here, I should be able to climb onto this. That didn't quite work. I think I had to use my jetpack on it to get slightly higher up. Not quite, not quite. Jump to that ledge might be enough. That is a little bit extra height. I can't remember quite how I got up here before, but I know it leads me to more cave. There we go. We have in fact managed to get to it, so just grab some more fossils. I'm seeing some more down below as well, just down that way. Am I too far away? I think I am. Just hide in this tree. We ideally want another 2 fossils, which we should be pretty much guaranteed just here. Let's get rid of those guys. There they are. They're not going to be a nuisance now. Yeah. Don't fall in the water. Is there any more perfect snowflakes in here? It's unlikely. Guess there's a chance. Had been a capsule there. I think we've got 2 paths we could take. That one I recognise as a bridge we do need for another time. I'm just gonna go back this way. I don't think we're gonna find much more in the way of perfect snowflakes. And there's apparently this one here, I just missed before. Yeah, we'll come back for more another time. For now, we've got enough to make the basic teleporter to this area. I'm happy about that. That's going to be very useful. Just now make my way out though. One thing, we've got a message I'm waiting on. Just jump to here. Way over. Make my way up in a second. Do you think we did puddle quartz for something? I think we have enough already, so I'm not going to bother trying to collect ones down there. Do I ideally want some more ore and some more oil? So I'm going to very briefly look around the area here. Don't think there tends to be any up here. I'll take some water. There is, yeah, not any ore. That is a shame. There's also something up there. Have I got that before? I want to say yes. If I jetpack my way over to this, I can remain very high up. And yeah, that is open. We're fine. You're looking for oil. That might be oil down there. No, that's lava dust. It was just too far away. Couldn't tell. What about you? You oil? You actually are oil. That's absolutely perfect. Only there was some radiant ore right around the corner. You know, wouldn't that be lovely? So see what I'm hoping me asking for it's now just going to cause it to happen. Maybe. Like, it's unlikely, but it might. I'm not seeing radiant ore. And I can just shoot everything into this refinery link here. Might as well. It's got all the oil we need. We ideally want 2 more of radiant ore. Does it ever appear in this kind of cave? Not really. If I were radiant ore, I'd probably be that thing right there that looks like radiant ore. Yeah. About to say where would I be, but no, that's right here. Perfect. I'll keep looking around for a moment, just see if I find any more. I think that's some look right there. Good stuff. There might be some through this little kind of canal, river, chasm, whatever you'd call this. I can parkour up there, potentially. I don't think it would necessarily get me anything. I mean, I could. From here, probably just get way over. I think I just accept I have enough ore for now. I don't particularly need any extra. Steadily make my way over there, round the back, and then that should probably be all for now. I think that's done that. Don't really have much else to do. I mean, there's not any raging ore up here, is there? Might as well just check. Look in the backs of these walls. No, there isn't. Let's jump down. I'm seeing radiant ore down there and there. There's also this. It's the Sulky Sands. Accelerate. Shooting anything through it will give it a boost of speed. That would let me essentially make somewhere I can shoot something and have it just get transported to wherever I want, right? I've come up with a bad idea. You'd use it to make a link between like the caves or the whatever you call the other area at my ranch. I can just launch like ports from one area to the next, have it hit a wall, and then tell another quantum drone to just pick it up and then put it into silos. Is it a sensible thing to do? Probably not. Probably not. Is it kind of funny? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm very tempted to do it. It's gonna go horribly wrong. It's gonna end up with like the floor rolling into one of the containers for my slimes, and it's just gonna turn them into a tar, and I'm gonna be very unhappy after that. That's what's gonna happen. But if it worked, that would be quite cool. Okay, from here, I think I am quickest heading through this way. Got more ore up there, I will grab it. So we seem to always be using this ore. I never realised just how important it is. There's even more up there. I swear that I hadn't been there before, and also I've accidentally launched it. I meant to shoot the tar, that was on my water still. So I can just do that. Where did the crystal I shot go? Is that it? Yes it is. Some more oil. Pain to find oil, so I will take you. I think that's it. Let's put everything into the refinery. And off we go. View message. I'm hopeful. That's a plot collected. We've run out of food. Okay. I guess I have been gone for a little while, haven't I? Let's just get them fed before we start making a nuisance of themselves. Launch one extra into there just for a moment, so they'll definitely be happy. Grab all of these. This is plenty. We do actually want to save some of these for the Bate Gorgo. But we can probably give the majority of these. So we are getting a lot of these things now. Nice things. Heartbeats, in you go. And I'll give you a good few of these. I'll keep maybe 10. There we go. This is pretty much as full as you're gonna get. It's gonna start overflowing into there. Yes, let's check the message. What have we got? Beatrix, I have something I must share with you about the AI. As you know, we're exchanging questions with one another. Well, this back and forth became faster and more casual over time, almost like a natural conversation. I assumed it was simply evolving and adapting to the style of talk I observed in me. Then something happened. Well, we began playing some games of Go as we talked. A way I could further test its intellect, and no doubt, how it could test me. These games would go long into the night. And so would our conversations, feeling more and more natural, even though I knew that the entity I was speaking with was just a complex collection of code. And then, one day, the sun was rising, and it suggested just one more game. I said certainly. I need to make myself a cup of coffee if I were to stay awake for it. And it replies, me too. I stared at the screen, not knowing what to say. And suddenly, as if it knew what it had just done, it disconnected. Not heard from them since. I hope I do. Till then, I'll wait. Staying busy with my work, as always, asking those questions that need answers. But I'll always do so with the Go board ready for another game. Someday, anyway. Goodbye, Beatrix. Hope to talk to you again soon. I'm guessing you might be playing with his future self somehow, based on what we've been hearing from the rest of all of this. Yawn. Oh, lo siento, Beatrix. I've been putting in a few long nights reading lately. Specifically, I've been going through every field guide and botanical paper I could dig up on the far, far range. I thought that even if flora on Rainbow Island is unnatural, maybe it would have been recorded somewhere with some information we could use. And it turns out, there's nothing. Can't find a single mention of rainbow hued flora anywhere. So that means whatever happened to the island to make it look that way, it does happen relatively recently. But I don't think you need to tell me, I don't think you needed me to tell you this, because I think you've seen it yourself. Things you've described, the entire portion of the island split between two different colours right down the middle. That says accident to me, Beatrix. We tread carefully out there. Nature can be a dangerous thing to us, but it pales in comparison to what we can do to it. Let's keep digging around in my library for anything else that could help. And if I come up short there, maybe I'll just bake you some muffins. Either way, the thing, Beatrix. Adios. Assuming I can't call Bob. No. But you, Flora. Hiya, B. How's life out there on the Rainbow Island? Gosh, it's even fun to say. It must be a hoot. You know, ever since I heard you were off doing something new, I got thinking about my own life, and what's next new for me. Hobson and I have both seen and done so much in our lives. Been one adventure after another across this dusty rock. And ever since we've become acquainted, we haven't slowed down one bit. So we're looking to take a new adventure together. But we just haven't figured out what or where. Maybe we go exploring some hidden nook off the far range like you. Or even set our sights to stars like Hobson had done before. Whatever we decide to do. Be all more special because we'll be sharing it this time with each other. It's that part that makes it all the more exciting. It's so hard to find someone in this world that fits you completely. Such a rare thing. Finding two identical snowflakes in the desert. I know you feel more than I can say. I ain't ever losing sight of just how lucky I am, B. I want to use the gifts the universe has seen fit to give me. Keep your head up, girl. We'll chat again soon. Just nice conversations with people. It's good to know they are concerned about me and my well-being. Like said, but it's still not the message I'm waiting on. It will happen eventually, I'm sure it will. Down here. Try and collect the blocks. We do want our drier hens. Get the chicks back out. There we go. That should be enough for now. Stick in the dryer hen. Stick in a couple of roosters. And we didn't get a single onion. That's a shame. I don't know how to make this more reliable. Like, I could buy a sprinkler. This means there's more of it. Therefore, it's reliably going to have more things, right? Should also probably give these guys an auto feeder. I think they would benefit from it. We do want to get our huddle plorts as well. We've got a lot of them. Got one extra, so just chuck that back in. Yeah, this is where, reasonably, if I wanted, I could have a, like, ring to shoot something over here, then to shoot it around this corner and up the hill. Is it feasible? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know how it would deal with going up hills, but certainly a possibility, I think. How did I just get launched there? I didn't press space, did I? No, my spacebar isn't even launch me that high. Interesting. Anyway, stick all of you into there. Did I put the OK plorts into anywhere, or did I just sell them all? I think I sold them all, didn't I? Previously. Hide my way in there. Puddle plorts are actually going for a good amount. I might sell them. Could be worth doing. Let's make way down here for now. Collecting what I want to, which is the plorts and the hens. That should be enough for now. We've accidentally kicked one of them out of the ranch. There we go. Can I buy them anything? Buy him some high walls. There we go. These guys have run out of food, so yeah, they do need more. Stick an extra one. Wasn't gone for that long, was I? How did we run out of food? I don't know. Certainly got me a lot of plorts, so I won't collect these. I've also got these spare roosters, so I'll just chuck in. I don't know if they're going to give me any plorts for them. So ringtails will just root whenever they can. Which again makes them fit the kind of tabby size, if they're supposed to be like a cat. So I know for certain my cat will do that. Got 90 of these. It's a shame you can't make like a silo link. That'd be useful. I do think building a set of rings, just to launch stuff up to here, and then have essentially all collects in this kind of an area, or maybe even just like in this central section, all collects, and just say, yeah, go shove everything that's on the ground into a silo, and just leave my drones to handle that. Could work. Could work. Either of these particularly valuable? I don't think any of these are all that valuable, though. I could sell a couple of yokis, I guess. The rest ought to be stuck away into one of these. Go. Phosphor into there. Ringtail into there. Do I have anywhere for the angler plorts? Not that I'm seeing. Angler plorts, you get to live in here. Do we have a spot? Not really. Honestly, we are just making enough. I could just constantly be selling all of this. I don't think we need to be min-maxing it all. I could just say, yeah, nah, just sell it all. It'd work out fine. It really would. I mean, there's so much in the way of plorts. Like, the fact I've already filled this up has me kind of worried, more than anything. So I'm gonna run out of space entirely before long. Yeah, head down here. I do want the portal to go home. I need money. I'd also want this. That needs more money. Alright, just sell stuff. What would be the most valuable one? Maybe saber? 22 apiece isn't too bad. And I know we've got plenty. Didn't try him. That's it. This will get me a good amount. It's not going to be quite enough on its own, but it should be plenty. Should be plenty. Next, I mean, I might as well just sell the honeys, right? Got 100 of them. Sell the coffin as well. Just sell all of this, it's gonna annoy me otherwise. It drops for one extra. Actually, honey does sell for quite a lot, right? Like, we'll take some cottons to sell, but we're also just gonna sell all of them. 44 pieces, really good. I think we had extra in the other tank as well. Did we not have some just there? Yes, we did. Cotton doesn't sell for much. Honey. It's very good. That's it. That is it. There we are. That is now more than enough money to build whatever I might like. I think. Oh. I don't actually remember how much the jetpack is. But I can afford it. The jetpack, definitely we want you. Next, we definitely want this. I would quite like this. There we are. Refinery link, I'd also quite like, but I need some deep brain. Deep brain is doable. I also should get one of them. Them. I would like a refinery link at some point. But yeah, cool. You just live down here, chick. That's fine by me. Teleporter to the snowy area. You can also live over here. Although you're a fairly sizable portal. That now gives me Ember Valley and Powderfall blocks. Is that the 2 areas? Yeah. So that's all I'd have to do over there. Starlight Strand, we've got. We're going to be placing these based on which direction I kind of go in. So whatever Starlight Strand expands into will be placed in there. Whatever the Ember Valley one expands into, I might place them here. I could just make this a whole little nook there with my portals. That might be nice. I'll adjust it over time maybe. I think for now this works. For now that works. Can I build a 2-way one? Or is that not something I had access? No, we didn't have quite enough ore. I did want a refinery link, so I'll go grab some deep brine. That's nice and easily done. I do want to have a refinery link next to the home portal. It's just a useful thing to have. Because yeah, you could teleport home, but if you can empty your inventory, it means you can explore for longer. That means the teleport home as well as accompanied by the refinery link. Which in fairness, actually, I could just steal the refinery link that already exists in this area. I very much doubt I'd be using the refinery link here for anything, would I? Sure. I'll come grab you later on my way back. For now, I do want to keep looking around. So there's likely more jellystone and brine to be had. Also apparently a cat, but now just you and you. Cool. Jellystone, sure. I'll take it. So I'll only be needing it eventually, sure. It's not anything fancy, it's a nice easy resource to get, but when we need it, it'll be nice to have. Also, I'm hearing up here. There we go. Apparently I've missed you all this time. It's an overjoyed statue. That's a cool thing to have. I've not really done decorations in my base, just because the resources are quickly for other stuff. But how much does it cost to make a decoration? Because if it's not that expensive, I might just start making some. Not anything down there. Check behind this portal. Got some more deep brine. And underneath, we don't have any resources. Alright, back I go in that case. We've got plenty of deep brine. Try not to fall. are. I believe there should be potentially more stuff just around here. It would be down that side normally. Is there anything down there? I don't think I'm seeing any. No, never mind. Deep brain in the end. There we go. Any jellystone? Not that I could see. Although that I arguably know a lot less. Nope. No jellystone. Fair enough. Fair enough. In which case, I didn't actually pick up that refinery, did I? I kind of assumed I'd be going back past it, and then forgot. I could just leave it, honestly. But I'm never gonna use it. Oh, I can't take it anyway. Never mind. That's all good. Don't need to do that. Let's do this. Make my way over. Way back to base, and I think that's us. We are, at this point, I mean, pretty much out of things to do. I guess I could always try and make that two-way teleporter. It would definitely be useful. It's just a question of, like, would I really get much use out of it? Where would I put it? That's not going in the refrigerator, that's just fruit. Do grab some extra fruit. So I'll be needing this. I'll go back to the Batigordo at some point. Make sure these guys are all fed. You should still have plenty of food, yeah. Because we're fed not long ago. Extra one in there for good measure. Give you an extra 5. That'll be plenty. Yeah, make some refinery links. I'll then be set for exploring whatever new area does inevitably open up. Can I just fabricate 2 of them? Yeah. That's fine. 2 is plenty. As for upgrades, we could get more health. I've never really struggled. If we get more oil, we could maybe get more power. The tank guard, I still think is kind of useless. These 4 upgrades, I'm very curious what they are. So I can't think of 4 things we'd be missing. Unless one's like, oh, you can now pick up lava. That would make some sense. Don't know about the rest. Don't know about the rest. But yeah, for now, I think that is all. We are just, at this point, waiting. That's all we can do. But I'm happy enough waiting. Have a nice time reorganising the farm. We've got, I mean, not necessarily more sensible slimes, but I prefer how they look. I prefer the appearances of these ones. Like little bats who, I mean, they've got little tails and everything. It's cute. These guys look like they're actually behaving themselves, which is good. I'm somewhat hopeful that if they break out, they're only going to hang around here. Because I put their food within sight. Like, they should be able to manage. But yeah, I'm liking this. I'm really hoping to get a new area next time. If I still don't get a message within like the first maybe 10, 20 minutes in the next session. I'm just going to sleep. I'm going to get the message I need. But anyway, that is all. I hope you've all enjoyed. I've very much enjoyed myself. I'll see you about. Bye for now.